For me, when I saw Highway, I was like, yeah, that is how I want to be seen. Or like when I would see Razi, or when I saw like Talwar, or any film with these really interesting characters that held the movie, those were my aspirations. Even after Farre, even after, proving
Yeah.
yourself and more, you still only get asked who's your favorite mamu, and all of that. So that will, it's very important to remember who is really there for you and who supports you. So like even now, the biggest thing for me has been how transparent people are. Before Farre, it was like, whatever, घर की पिक्चर कर रही है क्या है and all, and now after Farre, the same people are trying to act like,
अरे
they've
वाह.
supported me from the beginning.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm in conversation with the lovely Alizi Agnihotri. So nice to have you
Thank you for having me again.
again.
Yeah.
And we're speaking again after a long time, and I can say easily that the last time I met you to now, I feel like life has changed a little bit
Yeah,
in
okay.
terms of you're finally, people are recognizing the kind of work you've done, the awards that are coming your way. How do you see this transition that your life has taken?
I don't, for me, I think I've said this in 5 interviews now, but I think everything is the same in terms of, for me. The
Yeah.
only difference is that, yeah, now that I've done Farre and it's been received well, at least people know me for my work also now.
Yeah.
And not just for my family and all of that. So that's good. It's a good change.
Yeah, but are people coming, clicking pictures? Is that happening?
Not yet, not yet, no.
Yeah, you're waiting for that.
Yeah, no. I'm very happy with how things are.
But
Yeah.
Alizi, when I see you, especially, you're coming from a family that is so renowned, that is so reputed. Still, you have never been very loud on the kind of privilege you have or the kind of family that you've come from. Is that a conscious decision somewhere that I don't want to show everything that I have?
Yeah, definitely a conscious decision in the sense that I want to be known for my work, and I
Yeah.
want to be known for what my contribution is to this industry and not what family I come from and all of that. That's definitely always been my goal.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we've never even seen you probably get papped
Yeah.
with the other star kids or coming out of
Yeah.
Bastion or a party. Why have you consciously stayed away from that scene?
No, yes and no. I mean, like, one is that, my friends are not star kids, they're just normal people, you
Yeah,
know? And
yeah.
so, yeah, it's not as interesting, I guess, when there's like no star kids for the paps and all. And also that I don't get around to doing that much actually. When I'm home, I'm home. So there's not that many places where I guess I get spotted or seen.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a conscious decision in the sense that, yeah, when I'm going out, I'm not calling them, because I think I still feel like it's at a phase where people haven't, like, now let the OTT release happen, and maybe more people will know me from my work. I still feel like in the pap space, it's like kaun hai ye, or
No, I mean,
no, it is.
eventually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully after the OTT release maybe less, but
Yeah.
I don't want to just, I'd rather be known for my work, I think.
But do you want to be that talked about, be it for your fashion sense? Do you want to be discussed on social media? Do you want that side of life? Because we see that happen to a lot of other star kids.
Yeah.
And when I saw your journey, people know that you are related to the Khan family, and still they do not hate you. They
Yeah.
appreciated you for your work. And we don't see that happen with other
Yeah.
star kids at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I and my team have very consciously, wanted to not be spoken about. Like, we always overcompensate and go out of our ways to make sure that everyone is comfortable, everyone is happy,
Yeah.
no one's going to say anything bad, even if it's the choice of film or, the actors that you're working with. Like, I remember Farre is an ensemble cast film.
Yeah.
We did have, people inquire, like, is there a role for so and whatever. And so Mahendra sir never wanted to do that, because he said that we are making a good movie, we are casting actors that are right for the role, and if that XYZ person is right for the role, unko mil jayega. But if they are not, then we will take the person that's right for the role. And that was just my mentality, his mentality, Prasanna Sahil Zain's mentality. Everyone was kind of in the same boat of that we need to push the film, and we need to push that this is good content, and not so much that you know, it's
Yeah.
XYZ and all of that. And even, I mean, like, in terms of, I do, like, sometimes when you, it's more difficult when you're a big stars kid
Yeah.
to control that narrative and discourse about you. But I'm not directly associated to Salman or my Nana and all. When people first see me, it's only when they find out that they're like, okay, you're so
Yeah.
and so. So I can control it a lot better, you know, than a lot of my peers. And that's kind of, I mean, it's a benefit for me, but I feel really bad about how other people get spoken about. And yeah, we've consciously tried to avoid that.
But is there any sort of FOMO that happens that, okay, I want to be that commercially in the Star Kid gang? I want to be
Oh.
discussed about it. Like, does that happen?
No.
No, not at all.
No, not really, because I think like I know all these guys, we've grown up together, and I don't know, like, I don't really like this gang thing. I don't understand, you know.
Yeah.
It maybe looks like a Star Kid gang to people from outside, but like they have been friends their whole lives. Like they've grown up together. Those are their friends. So the people I grew up with and I love and call and speak to every 5 minutes, they just don't happen to come from the
Same fraternity.
industry. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
a lot of them do work in the industry, but their parents are technicians and, or, you know, work in ads or work in the fashion side of things. And
Right.
that's just kind of how we met growing up. But yeah, I don't have any, like, I'm not part of a Star Kid gang, you know. If you
Yeah.
saw me in a group of my friends, you'd not even notice we were there.
So there's no FOMO happening there.
No.
for
I
sure.
love my friends, very happy with my friends, and
Yeah.
I would never change that.
You know, but what was your reaction? Like, a lot of people are going to tell you things and, you know, आपको advice देंगे. But what was Alize's reaction seeing herself on screen for the first time?
I'm the kind of person that I'm very critical.
Yeah.
And I only look for mistakes. And especially when it's myself, I'm like hyper critical. Like my standards are very high. I'm like rarely like 100% happy with.
That's most of people.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, when I watched Farid the first time, I was like, okay, great, this is nice. And then when I watched the second time, I was like, oh, I could have done that differently, and I could have done that differently. And then the third time I watched it, I was like getting a bit irritated. So I think when we met at IFFI, that was the last time I saw the film, because IMAX and a great screen, and we enjoyed watching it that day. And I told myself, this is the last time I'm watching the movie, because it's not healthy for me, and I should just take feedback from others.
You know, but according to me, you did play the role so well, and you played the character of Niyati, who literally struggles to get the smallest thing in her life because of the way she is brought up, which is very far away from your reality.
Yeah, of course.
How do you resonate with that character, especially जब आपने वो इंसान की कभी झलक नहीं देखी है life में?
I think that was the thinking that I went into the film with, and then I was quite surprised, because see, human beings at their core, their values are the same. Family, you know, being happy with your work, your friends, you know, like especially when you're at that age, no matter where you come from, your friends are really important to you. And, you know, you really want to like be cool and be part of the cool. So just little things like that, when we were, you know, workshopping, and when you were meeting girls like Niyati and Sumendra sir and we found this one girl in particular that, you know, we'd keep talking to, and her and I could talk for hours.
Really?
We had a lot in common, yeah, because for example, she really wanted to travel and she wanted to see the world, and it's not like I don't have those aspirations as well, right? It's just that our environments and our situations are different. So the worlds we come from are different. So the way we approach things are different. Like tomorrow, if you and I had to take a holiday, it's like, okay, book my ticket, book my this, whatever, and go. But for somebody like Niyati, it's like, okay, first, how will I get the money? Then how will I... So the approaches are different, and the thought processes are different, which is what you learn in workshop, and you learn as you get closer to your character. But I think the way that you succeed in like learning these characters is that to find similarities more than to find differences. Yeah, because then you're like making it more difficult for yourself, you know.
Was there ever a thought that you know, I'm getting launched on a very different sort of a film compared to what other Star Kids get launched as? Was there ever an aspiration that I also want a student of the year kind of a movie to come my way, to kind of do that glam? Because हर एक लड़की का सपना होता है, मैं आज बोलती हूँ तो मेरा भी होगा कि मैं अगर फिल्म करूँगी तो I want the whole Shania vibe going on. Did that ever come in your head, and how did this decision come to you?
You know, I don't know if I'm just like a different kind of girl, or, but for me, when I saw Highway, I was like, yeah, that is how I want to be seen. Or like when I would see Razi, or when I saw like Talwar, or any film with these really interesting characters that held the movie, those were my aspirations. No, not like doing all of that. Although there's nothing wrong with it, and tomorrow if I did get a big film, I would do it because it's
Yeah.
great for my career. But it was just, that's not what I aspired. And it was only when I saw that in mainstream cinema we're getting more content driven films that I actually was like, okay, I really, really want to work in films. When that shift kind of started to happen.
Yeah, yeah, and it happened, I think, recently growing up, ever since like you said Highway.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was that film for you? Was it Highway?
It was
or-
Highway, yeah. That was a big turning point
Yeah.
for me because I was in university at the time,
Yeah.
and I saw it on a flight back, and my mom told me that it's done so well, and Alia has, actually being noticed for this film over her work in Student of the Year,
Yeah.
and we just had a conversation like that, and I was like, yeah, I mean, if people are making movies like this now in mainstream cinema, I know exactly what I want to do with my life. I want to come back here and work in films. So that was a big pivotal point.
Did you ever like meet Imtiaz Ali or ever drop him a text and like
No,
express
never,
this?
never, never. I've never even, like, yeah, never. Not Alia, not Imtiaz. But Sajid Nadiadwala, so I have. I've told him this.
Yeah.
That because one of the scenes I did in my reel was from Highway, and my mom met him somewhere, says Kuch, and she showed it to him.
Huh.
And he called me and he was like, that's my film. I actually didn't realize at the time. He was like, when your mom was showing it to me, ki it's my film and we produced it. So he was
Oh.
really happy to see ki, people are doing Highway ka scene also.
It's a lovely
Yeah.
film, and I
Yeah.
think it's aging beautifully, especially when I spoke to Randeep Hooda recently.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 years
Yeah.
to how good that film was.
Yeah, I've spoken to him about it as well. Randeep
Yeah.
Hooda, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been really supportive also.
A lot of people ask you that, you're coming from a family which are Salman Khan, Arbaz Khan, Sohail Khan, and like just a film family. But I want to ask you, what is the con side of actually being a
The
part of
con, I mean, the one thing is that the biggest con is that people only want to talk to you about that, and they only want to associate you with that, and that's a big con, but it doesn't really have, I mean, in work, it's a blessing, so no con in the workspace, but yeah, like it does
that
get
special attention मिल
yeah,
जाता है.
yeah, you do. No, I mean that's good. Like I was saying before, is that because of their blessings, people actually went ahead and watched our film and gave our film a chance, and whatever little bit of visibility and awareness we have it because of the people in my family that have been successful before. So that kind of support always helps. But yeah, the only con for me is that even after Farre, even after proving
Yeah.
yourself and more, you still only get asked who's your favorite mamu and all of that, so that will yeah,
I'm not
even
gonna
in
ask
very
you that.
serious conversation, very serious
Yeah.
situations,
Yeah.
you get asked those questions, like even in very
Intense.
big interview type things, you only get asked. So that is something that I hope to move past sometime.
आप
at
एक conclave में बैठे हो, but who's your favorite
some-
mamu?
yes,
And
yeah,
it's like
something
that.
like that.
No, but I have to ask you, do you ever go to Arbaz and Sohail Khan for advice, and do you have those serious conversations with them?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't think as a family we have a lot of serious conversations. It's all fun, and we
Yeah.
like to take the piss off each other and joke around. And when somebody wants to give another person advice, we're all very close. So phone call, I'll give my advice, and that's it. Like there's no process to it. And Sohail Mamu, I think he only gives love. I don't think he gives advice. I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
If he sees you're happy, he's happy for you, and if you're sad, he'll make you happy. That's it.
I feel when I saw the film, when at the screening and I came out, the most nervous person was your father at that point of time, and it was seen on his face. And even
Yeah.
when I had put up something of Farre, he has seen my story,
yeah,
he
yeah.
has liked my story, and that is when a father's daughter is getting launched, and like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
every father.
Yeah.
How do you handle him, and how does that go?
I would not be able to do this without him. He's like my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter. Everything that I do, I actually know of it because he documents it so well. He's just, they're too supportive, both my parents. My father, because he produced this film, and this was a journey that we both took together, a long journey that, for so many years that we chased together. I think finally that moment when the film was ready and people outside of our film were watching it, those 2 days, I don't know if you saw all of us. We were all like, we would have started crying in 1 second. Even Zen, like we would have all just started crying, and it was just very overwhelming for us because we really wanted it to work, and we just all wanted the film to work. And he especially, he was like the #1 supporter. And I mean, he's like some people from the film industry, he's hounded and forced them to come and watch the film. Even if it means like putting his dignity and self-respect aside, he's like done that for me and for all of us, so which is great.
But even growing up, it makes me curious that when you're a kid and then you're in your teenage phase and then you're growing up and you see so much attention going to your family, hits and flops, relationships, everything is discussed. Your family's life is an open book. Has that ever affected you as a child?
I mean, you definitely know, like when there's good times and things are going well. I think the biggest thing you need to analyze is how people change. Because with my family, like I said, I just feel like I have so much experience, because highs and lows, like I've seen what happens around you, how people react, and when you're doing well and everybody's there to support you, but the second you're not, it's like you don't exist. It's like people completely forget about you. And it's very important to remember who is really there for you and who supports you. So like even now, the biggest thing for me has been how transparent people are. Before Farre, it was like, whatever, घर की picture कर रही है क्या है and all. And now after Farre, the same people are trying to act like, they've supported me from the beginning. So that's something like that I would have been manipulated into believing very easily. But thanks to my family, I know that, you
understood that really early on.
I know the people that you need to put on, like to trust in, and to get your support from, and who will come and go as things are doing well and things are not. So that is the biggest lesson, I think.
Okay, before I leave, I'm going to quickly ask you a few questions. If not acting, did you ever think of another career path?
I would work in films only. I would do something else. Yeah.
No, not in front of the camera, probably.
Maybe writing, no, direction, writing.
Nice.
Like off late, I'm thinking maybe I would have been a cinematographer. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, a genre you want to act in next?
I used to say horror, but now I want to act in a comedy.
Oh,
yeah, because I think it'll be the biggest challenge for me.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, an actor from the younger generation you want to work with?
Ooh, Babil. I really want to work with Babil. Yeah,
That's an
he's so good.
pair.
Yeah, he's so good, and all the work he does is so good. And I just want to be on a project that he's on, because it's going to be a good project.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, he's fun.
Okay, a director you want to work with?
Zoya Akhtar, Meghna Gulzar. I think, yeah, these are my top two. Meghna Gulzar, oh my god, if I get a film with her, I'll retire.
Okay, what do you love, hate and tolerate about Salman Khan?
I don't hate anything about him. He makes a lot of fun of you when he loves you, and if like he's close to you, that's what I tolerate, because I know he's doing it out because he loves me, so that's a toleration. And I think I love the most about him is just his young vibe and his energy, and he's just too cool.
His swag.
His swag, yes. Yeah.
A culture shock you got as an actor?
A culture shock. I think I've seen everything. I don't think anything can. No.
Okay.
Nothing can shock me.
What is the cutest thing about Ayush and Arpita as a couple?
Ooh, the cutest thing, just when they're all together, like the two kids and them, and they love to photograph everything and remember all the memories, and they always celebrate the small stuff, like all the birthdays, and they do a lot for their children. I think that's the sweetest thing, and their children are never going to forget that.
Okay, one person's journey you would want that it's like yours.
As in, I didn't understand.
A person's journey you admire, an actress.
Oh, Tabu. I think Tabu is
her journey.
Her journey, yeah. It's been a great long journey. I think she's done everything. She's explored every type of film, all the directors, all the genres. Yeah, Tabu is.
And now with Crew also she's done it.
Yeah, and Crew. I'm going to watch it tomorrow.
Same, I'm yet to watch it. An actor you have a crush on?
Oh, crush? Right now, who am I crushing on? So I'll just say what I said. I really like Banita Sandhu a lot. After I saw the With You video, and yeah, I think she's really pretty, and I don't know, there's something different about her.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
I definitely have more girl crushes than guys.
So give me guy crush.
I honestly, I don't know.
You have a name, you tell me off
I
camera.
don't. I would have said it. Yeah. I don't. I don't look at guys. I only look at girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you learn so much more. I learn a lot more from women. So,
Okay, lastly, your go-to outfit.
my go-to outfit on a day I'm not doing anything is baggy pants and ganji and maybe like a hoodie or a shirt over it.
And lastly, sorry, one fact about Arbaaz Khan that we don't know.
Or Baz Khan, that what do you not know? He really likes spicy food. Like I don't know if he still eats it, but he loved spicy food. Like, you know, the kind of person who needs a bite of mirchi with a bite of food, he used to be
Yeah.
like that. I don't know if he still is, but I don't think a lot of people know that
Yeah.
about him. And I think he got a lot of problems because of that. So that's how I
much of
remember.
stock.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for chatting
Thank
with us.
you.
I wish you all the very best for everything coming in the future. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
It's going to go great.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.